Hey guys, and welcome to the first of two videos this week for week 4 of SBL Season 12, the first Interconference round of the season. We've got the battles of the commentary teams for this week, with the Stealth Squadron with Fighting taking on the Southside Spice with Rock, and the Fishiest Fiends with Grass taking on the Nary Ninetails with Water. Hey guys, and welcome to round 4 of SBL Season 12. My name is Hayden. And today I have with me a different partner. I have Nick with me today.
Hello, everyone.
We've switched it up a little bit this week because it is our first of two interconference rounds. So, conference supremacy, I guess at this point. Zangoose versus Survivor. So we do, funnily enough, we actually do have ones we want to win this time around.
Yeah, we want everyone in our own conference to lose so that we are better off on our respective ladders.
Yes, that would be interesting.
Having said that, I'll give you a little prediction right now. I don't see any way that Rock beats Fighting. It is too steep of a mount to climb.
I do find it hard. I will agree with you. Looking at the teams, though, beforehand, I should mention this week, the first battle we will be doing, because we do have two battles for each group this time around. We do have Rock versus Fighting, two previous champions. That guy 313, the most decorated champion of our event, that's usually who is my broadcast partner, versus Stealth with Fighting, who is Nick's normal broadcast partner.
Yeah.
So we've had to mix it up a little bit this week.
Who up the floor?
I don't disagree. It's going to be very hard for Rock to get through Fighting. But there is a Tapu Koko. There is a Mega Aerodactyl. Or assuming a Mega Aerodactyl. There is an Iron Boulder, which we saw what Iron Boulder did last week.
I'm not surprised that he hasn't brought Diancie, because my thought with this matchup, particularly with the way I know Alex preps and the way he plays, is this team that he's brought is going to be filled with Mark Punch and Board Punch, and it is just going to shred these rock types and any potential fairy types as well. So, yeah, I'm very curious to see how this plays out, but I think that Alex just has too much firepower, and Rock won't be able to get enough damage done quick enough.
No, I am with you on that. But we've seen Andrew pull out some.
This is true.
Anything out of his bag. He's pulled out Belly Drum Charizard.
On me, yes. That was me.
Yes.
He did beat me in a preliminary final.
I keep bringing it up for a reason.
I'm aware. He beat me in a preliminary final 3 years ago because I missed the Poltergeist. Like, he had a 10% chance of winning, and he got it. So, and he did win that season.
I mean, it's like, what was it? What was our first ever game? I had a 5% chance of losing, and I missed the Draco.
Yeah, that was crazy. We always have weird ones.
That,
as you'll see later in this video.
That has started our rivalry to be so weird. That game did. Anyways, before we keep rambling on, let's start with this. So looking at this, I don't specifically see any obvious leads.
No.
Possibly Carbink.
Yeah, does he want to get
and set up
Iron Defense set up? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe
there's an Urshifu there.
You lead Coco, just Volt Switch out. I don't know. On Alex's side,
Coco set up the Iron Boulder straight up, maybe.
Lucario feels like a good lead given it hits everything. Beware if you want a safer lead, but yeah, that would be my prediction.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. All right, let's start it up and let's see where we go. Is that what we're going to be calling them now? Is
the Boulder Brothers?
Terrakion and Iron Boulder the Boulder Brothers?
Seems like it.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm actually very cool with that. This is a very similar team to last week. It's just with a mini-or this time.
There's just not a whole lot you can do with Rock. Like,
you're correct.
There's sort of the good ones you kind of have to bring, and then I guess you can move around the edges depending on what you're up against. But yeah, it's a tough type to have to lock yourself into for the full season. Yeah, there's Lucario.
Okay, there is the Lucario. Mega Arrow.
Probably Mega.
Assumed Mega Arrow.
I don't know. I think non-Mega.
I find it hard to believe it's not Mega.
But then you can run a Focus Sash, and at the very least, it'll take one hit. So that would be my only thought.
True. You could get a dual Wing Beat off straight away.
Yeah, or like an Earthquake if it's got it here. Again, this Lucario is just so well positioned to start with you.
And they have forgotten to turn the timer on.
How dare they? Can we disqualify both of them? You're the boss. There we go.
Oh, there it is. All right, no,
Damn
I
it.
just figured it. I will say, even if he does keep it as normal aero, Unnerve could actually come in clutch at some point.
You never know.
Like, not getting the, what is it, Salak?
Salakberry.
Guaranteed to move first on the next turn.
Oh, that's Custap.
Custap, sorry.
It is
thank you.
Mega, and there is a
There's
bullet
the
punch,
bullet
and it
punch.
crits. Earthquake gets the
Straight to
kill.
the Earthquake.
All right.
Okay. So that Lucario was arguably one of the bigger threats because of that bullet punch. Stab
Yeah.
bullet punch.
I'm surprised that he... Yeah.
But,
That's a-
like we said, there is still a guaranteed triple crit Surging Strikes Urshifu in the back there.
There is. And I...
There is still a bullet punching, mark punching Hitmontop in the back there.
Quaquaval with Aqua Jet probably. Aegislash to Shadow Sneak. There's just priority everywhere here.
Priority's just everywhere. The only one I think that doesn't get it is Beware.
Yeah.
It might even get Quick Attack. I don't know if it does.
That thing's just a wall, though. I love when I had normal. That was one of my favourite mons. Last time we did monotype. It does go Urshifu.
Okay,
so
there is the Urshifu.
how does Andrew handle the Aqua Jet here? Does he just switch or does he sack? I mean, you'd imagine he wants to keep this thing alive, considering it's so fast. But
I'd
obviously,
find it hard to believe that he would let it go down.
there's just no switch. If you go into Coco,
Yeah,
Aqua Jet, Terra Rock, Aqua Jet, and you're gone. So
correct.
that's why I just thought
Unless he
this
goes
is
into
hard.
Coco just to set terrain, and that would be such a waste of Coco. But
It does set
if you
it
can
up for
just set
Boulder.
terrain and guarantee that you live Boulder with one hit and Boulder's up on speed, depending on it, you might be able to start taking it from there.
Yeah.
I wonder, does Carbink get Psychic Terrain?
I don't know.
Because Psychic Terrain would be huge here.
It would.
Stopping priority.
But I think Terrain Extender is banned. He does switch into Coco.
There is Coco. Yes, it is
On the
banned,
Aqua
yeah.
Jet. Okay, 71%. So you...
And it's a eject button.
Okay, interesting. But okay, that
So
lets
this will
him get
be
in clean.
likely.
Boulder.
Likely Boulder.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that means another
Ultra
Aqua Jet won't.
defense. It's Electric Seed. Oh, very clever.
Of course he is. Well done, Andrew.
And he's not speed, he's attack.
That makes sense. Can it take a Surging Strikes, though?
I don't think so.
Knowing Andrew, he would have thought about that possibility, but let's find out. If
He
you're
has to have calced it, but Surging Strikes is
and that's the thing.
it's such an obvious move.
Even if he does get it off and he does survive and he kills this Urshifu, Alex just goes into Quaquaval, Aqua Jet, and we're back to where we were before.
Correct.
And
Yeah, correct.
worth also mentioning that these two are two of the sort of the slower players. They like taking their time. They've been clearly have to deal with the timer this season. Andrew's timer last battle went all the way down to 10 seconds at one point. So
Oh, it was nuts. I'm sitting there friggin' almost biting my nails
Nearly had
off,
a-
just going, come on, Andrew, make a move.
so
Make a move.
that is something to think about as these timers roll down, is who can handle the pressure of the clock better when every move matters. I imagine this is Alex holding things up here, though. I don't imagine this is as much Andrew, though we can still see the...
By now, we would have seen Andrew go down to 180 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's definitely Alex that's holding it up.
He's making sure that... Oh, no, and he's switched. Zen Headbutt does 2 shots, so
Okay.
that's a big citrus berry, though.
So he's expecting for the Boulder to have something to deal with Urshifu. Because I feel like Surging Strikes just kills.
Or maybe that suggests that it didn't kill. Maybe that suggested that Boulder lives and he wants to keep Urshifu alive. So
It's possible.
now Bear will get a hit off on this thing, but it probably won't be able to kill it. And we know Zen Headbutt won't kill either. So this is going to be a bit of a few punches exchanged.
There is a
here.
chance for a Zen Headbutt flinch here.
That would be huge.
If this, well, we've seen it happen. If Zen Headbutt flinches the bear on this turn,
Yeah. Wonder what the
then
Bear...
Beware has come in
probably got Iron Head. It's probably got Close Combat.
That's with Fur Coat or Fluffy. That's still 50%.
Yeah, that's it. Very hard. A flinch here could.
I mean, I
open
know
things up a bit.
Boulder is big, but bloody hell,
Zen Headbutt, no flinch. Iron
doesn't
Head,
flinch.
doesn't two shot.
Wow, that does nothing.
Okay, but it probably is now very much in Surging Strikes range.
Yes, guaranteed it'd be Surgeon Strikes range at this point.
Yeah.
Could even possibly be... Nah, with the defense boost, it wouldn't be under Aqua Jet range yet.
No. Lucky that hits. Bearware goes down. You'd imagine you go straight back into Urshifu here. Or Cookwaver with Aqua Step, maybe.
Cool. Aqua Step Moxie would be big here, if it can get the kill.
So Andrew does
It
have
would
him
be big.
6'4". So he's done way better than I expected already because he's in a good position here, but if he can just get rid of these water types, I think he's real chance. Goes into Aegis Slash.
Goes into Slash.
So
Okay.
Shadow Sneak, yes, but that's not gonna finish the job here. It's gonna be
+1, no.
two of them.
He might be just trying to bait out an attack into King Shield. Try to get the attack drop so that it's back to neutral.
And how does Andrew play this? Does he have a non-attacking move, or is Alex baiting him here with that?
It just feels like a bait. It really does.
We know how these two
Because
think.
at this point, you've got to look at it and go, does Andrew really want to get Boulder out, lose the defense boost, which is massive in this game right now?
No, and then also take damage on something else.
Oh, you know what it could be.
That
He has substitute.
okay, but Alex didn't fall
He is
for
physical. Okay.
it. But Alex didn't fall for it. Okay,
I
so
was wondering whether that was going to be Shadow Ball.
okay, yeah, interesting, good
Like,
point.
not needing to worry about the defense boost, it's just a special attacker.
So if Alex had King
But that
Shield
proves...
there, that would have been a huge position for Andrew to be in. But because he attacked, now he loses the attack boost. Yeah, this is interesting.
And now he knows that he is faster than the Aegis Slash, definitely.
Yeah,
In
Zen
terms of the Aegis Slash, if it does go for the King's Shield on the second turn, when he can attack
It's
into
got
it,
to.
he is going to go...
No, he Shadow Sneaks into
Just a
kills.
snake.
Wow.
That is a very offensive Aegis Slash.
That is a big kill. The fact that it couldn't get any damage on it. Alex played that very well.
Literally my favorite Pokemon of all time, and I don't think I've ever seen one be as offensive as that one right now.
If Alex
I've
gets
never had
that,
the ability to actually use it. It's always been Doublade.
I keep dropping.
You do. You actually do, yeah. Every
If I-
time I get the chance, you take it like a pick before me.
If Alex had got that call wrong, if he had King shielded on the substitute, this is maybe a different game. But now it's a tough position for Andrew, who will have to Terra Rock here. This Coco.
Yeah, he doesn't have the eject button this time.
I'd imagine this is just straight Dazzling Gleam. Alex will shield, and we'll see what happens after that. Then again, I did beat Alex in a grand final with Brave Bird, Mixed Attacker, Tapu Koko, so we'll see what he does here.
Yep.
Shield, Gleam, yeah.
Big Gleam, yep, correct. It's just a smart play. There's
Yep.
no way to just not.
I imagine if you're Alex,
If you do end up missing the attack, going for the Brave Bird, doing the Mixed Attacker into an Aegis Slash is just never going to work well.
No, I imagine this is just Gleam, and then Iron Head kills this thing. It gets a
Ooh,
crit,
the
but it
crit.
doesn't kill. And a berry.
Iron Head goes
Does
down.
kill. That's a big crit, though.
That is a massive crit.
Because Aerodactyl can now just come in and finish this thing off, unless Shadow Snake kills it. I guess Terrakion can come in as well.
I mean, at this point, do you waste your opponent's turn by getting rid of an attack from the attack boost with the King Shield here and provide yourself one more turn?
Nothing else gets the Quark Drive at least, so... And Andrew's down to 30 seconds as we foreshadowed before, so he's got to start moving a bit quicker.
Which is interesting, because he could actually bring... He does have a second access to Quark Drive in Iron Thorns.
Yeah.
Now, it's not a good Pokemon, but... Sadly, it's not a good Pokemon. Although the the World Championship TCG would tell you otherwise.
Does Shadow Sneak
Although I
kill
have
this
no-
Aerodactyl is the question. I don't think Andrew would have had time to calc with 30 seconds left, so I'm going to suggest
possibly?
it probably does.
Sure. I
Surpri-
would assume so.
I'm surprised he didn't go into Terrakion here. If I'm Alex, I'm just King Shielding anyway. Yeah.
Correct. Yep, there it is.
Doesn't matter.
Goes for the Dragon Dance.
It's well read by Andrew, and he had to take that risk, but I don't think it matters. Because either Shadow Sneak kills this thing, or Aqua Jet does anyway. But that was the right play by both players, regardless, considering where we are.
There's the Shadow Snake.
It does kill.
Does kill. Okay. So he's down to what we can assume is defensive Carbink, probably Shell Smash Minior,
Yeah.
and then Terrakion.
I think this comes down to Minior.
I would believe
Carbink.
so.
I think this comes down to Carbink. If this thing can get real defensively set up, there's no more probably
There's
steel.
the Reflect. Jeez, that's through a Reflect.
Yeah, this thing needed to get an
I
iron
know
defense
it's
off.
4 times effective, but
It needed to kill this thing and then start setting up, I think. Especially since it is faster.
there's the Custap. Doesn't matter because the King Shield's there, but
Oh no.
Misty Explosion.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
That was worth a go. But I think Andrew has thrown in the towel if that is his plan here.
Look, I see the point. I think he knew he was going to live a hit. I think on anything except Urshifu. Okay. Down that goes. This is now a Terrakion behind a Reflect.
Yeah.
But
Maybe comes out here, gets an Intimidate down.
yeah, Intimidate comes off, gets it down to -1. Urshifu's still in the back at full health.
So is Cookwaggle.
Yeah. God, I better be taking notes on these water types and how they're doing against his team.
Yeah. He does go in here on top, but it's not Intimidate.
It's not Intimidate. It's Technician.
Technician Mark
It's
Punch.
Technician
Yeah.
Bullet Punch. Oh,
But
yeah, Mark Punch.
either or.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Well, Mark Punch would be Stab, so that would make more sense in this situation.
Yeah.
He's probably got both.
Okay, that doesn't hit too hard. And
Okay.
it's
Weakness Policy.
Weakness Policy, Rock Polish! As Andrew flipped his
Oh
head.
no! Oh no!
How many turns of Reflector there are? Because that matters a lot.
I would assume 1.
Andrew
Actually, no,
has
it is 1. There's 1 turn of
15
Reflect
seconds
left.
left.
Oh my god. Where is Terrakion going to go from here, though?
Can it one-shot this him on top? With Zen Headbutt. Mark Punch. Does one
It
shot.
does.
But
But now the question is, does it live the Aqua Jet?
I don't think so.
I find it hard to believe it lives the Aqua Jet here.
But that's a really good tech. That's a really good plan by Andrew there. But this priority,
This
as
is
I
something
mentioned,
I was talking to...
upper
Upper
hand.
hand!
And it
Oh, of
flinched!
course, and it flinches!
Holy
He
shit!
knew he was going for Aqua Jet.
I mean, yes, that makes a ton of sense. Does that work again?
Only if he goes for Aqua Jet.
So
Upper
now
hand only works if they go for a...
Now we're in a game of.
Is it a priority move or an attacking move? I think it's
Priority.
technically like Sucker Punch.
It's only for priority moves. So now
Yeah,
we're in a
okay,
game
it
of
is, yeah.
chicken. If Alex, he has to either click a priority move or not, and Andrew has to guess whether he's doing it or not.
This is really what we're going to come down to.
Wow!
Okay.
If that had one shot, that's. I mean,
That's
we've been
insane.
saying this whole battle how priority was the key, and Andrew, upper hand doesn't.
Yeah, you
and
went for the
Aqua
Aqua
Step.
Step.
There you go. It was all
That is
came down
now
to that
a-
turn, and that's game over.
That is now... Oh, it's dead too.
Oh, okay.
It's Minior versus Urshifu.
The fact that this has come down to one-on-one is proof that Andrew is the best battler we've had in this league ever.
Correct. Yes,
Because
correct.
this should not have been close.
We're down to the last 30 seconds for Andrew and 60 seconds for Alex.
You can imagine this is White Herb. If it's Sash, then it's a shot.
Sash won't matter if he's Surging Strokes,
That is also true. And it's probably faster.
because it's 3 hits.
So this is probably over. But
Yeah, there's Surging
Yeah,
Strokes.
well done. What a battle.
And that is game.
what a battle. That
Wow.
was way closer than it should have been.
That was bloody hell.
That's
Okay.
the battle
That
of the
happened.
season so far.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I don't disagree on that at all.
I don't know how Andrew. Yeah, wow. Tarakian
How did he
bowler,
come back from that?
some fancy tech
I
on
mean, the
both.
boulder makes sense.
Oh, everything makes
Yeah,
sense except the carving.
I literally said out loud, if this thing is upper hand, I swear.
Well,
I remember bringing upper hand, I think, 1 week last season with Terrakion, and it just didn't do anything
no.
because the one turn they should have gone for priority, they didn't.
Yeah, that's the problem. But
So upper hand is
the fact
very
that
iffy on me.
because he had rock polished, um, Alex knew he had to click priority, and so Andrew knew he was clicking priority. So the rock
Correct.
polish was just there to get the
Yeah,
upper hand off.
correct.
So that's really impressive.
Alrighty, well, that is the first battle of this video. We will be moving on to the second one shortly.
Welcome back, everyone. Nick versus Hayden, our classic SBL rivalry. This is hopefully going to be a banger. These two have gone back and forth in some nail biters over the years and the seasons, probably favoring Nick a little overall, but you never know which way it's going to go. I would say it started with an infamous final turn Draco miss from Hayden's High Dragon, which allowed Nick's Dracovish to squeeze out a 1-0 victory many seasons ago. But here they are again. And what do you think about that, Alex?
Well, yeah, I that was the season before I joined, I believe, but I think I was like 15 years old or something watching that battle and going crazy when it missed. Um, have seen a lot of 1-0s, probably the most 1-0s out of any matchup in history in the
Yeah, for
SBL.
sure.
Lots of Ndidis going around, flying all over the place. Nick has had Ndidi a lot, lots of Don fans between the two of them. But yeah, this is very interesting. Now I can see there's been some interesting things brought here. We've got Araquanid on Bossman's side,
Yep.
which is probably one of my favorite mons. Azumarill's very interesting too. Oh, the recording is a bit glitchy. But yeah, Pelipper's also quite interesting. I wonder if this is like a scarf offensive Pelipper into grass.
Yeah, just spam those hurricanes. That could be pretty strong.
Floaster looks dangerous too. Slowbro you'd think would be flamethrower. May have forgot to turn animations on during his
Yeah, the Slowbro is the interesting one to me here. I guess he could go Mega, right?
Yeah, I could definitely see that, like a more offensive version of it.
Okay, they've started, and we have a
Oh,
Masquerada Thunder Punch
and that just
just
killed.
straight up killing the
Wow.
Araquanid there, so no webs for Hayden.
Look, all this glitching and stuff is just part of the charm, to be
Yeah,
honest. Yeah, you want cool battles, go watch Pokemon dude
exactly.
live on the
This is
Switch,
what
but that
we
takes
call grassroots stuff right here,
way too much effort to get everything set up on the Switch and then record on the Switch.
for sure. That's why we have Old Reliable Showdown.
So much better. Um,
But yeah, that's a tough lead right there. Hayden down one already.
yeah, that's huge. That and no webs going up. I mean, he can spin them away with Tusk. But
And
still,
yeah,
light
that
switch.
switching to electric type with Masquerada was like, oh,
Oh,
okay, nice sap sipper. But yeah, he could tank basically any kill Wattrel hit there besides Terra Blast, which there's no reason you would bring Water Terra Blast into this team. So it's pretty good offensive and defensive lead in that sense.
yeah, that is a interesting stuff Super bring. I
Oh,
definitely like
I've
the
just
electric
noticed
type.
the nickname. Little
Oh, Sporty Spice.
ode to
Yeah.
my classic Azu
Thunder
from
Punch doesn't
season
want anymore.
2. I
Knockoff
like that
doesn't
one, Hayden.
kill. That's actually quite bad for Hayden because now
But I
Knockoff
mean,
doesn't kill and Life Orb won't take the recoil damage next turn and kill Meowscarada, so
I'm not
yeah.
saying it would be the best move, but there is a chance he brought Jet just to
Yeah,
finish something off.
who knows? Libera and Protein have been a big talking point so far this season, is that just how good they've been.
Hmm. When
Meowscarada,
types,
Greninja, Cinderace.
yeah, when your types are locked in, like having the ability to just change it up so much is pretty handy.
Yeah. Monotype is very different to regular draft, as I'm sure you're realizing, having a probably the worst type, to be honest.
Yeah, you guys all ranked it at least bottom two, equal bottom with oh, okay. Interesting
Um,
move. Equal last with Bug there. So yes, I am
yeah.
having an interesting experience, you could say.
Although I've done quite a few mocks with Tyler, who's got bug, and it's actually been quite decent. Like, it's definitely not the best. The last spin does nothing.
Yeah, well, that's thick fat for you. This is
Yeah.
two of my season one ones facing off. Well, season two, I should say. My first season though, facing off against each other.
Amnesia.
Oh, and he
Oh,
goes amnesia. I never ran that set. I'll say that much.
that's scary though. Because
Yeah, when you're
what
already a tank
what
and you've
kills it
got
here?
the boost like that, is that the reason for slow, bro?
Possibly Giga Drain. Wow, it did a lot.
Spam that psychic attack. Hope that you can break through this Venusaur, but it has to be size shock at this point to
Yeah.
get past the amnesia.
Oh, and Hidden
Ooh,
Power Electric there, finishing it off.
yeah.
That's big.
Damn.
See, Sap Super Azu's good for like defensive purposes, but it just
Hmm.
does nothing often. You can even get the attack raise, and it's still really not doing much damage at all.
I was gonna say you think this is Mega, and we see that it is.
Yep. Calm
Oh
mind.
no,
Oh,
that's
jeez.
probably not gonna take another one.
Do you reckon that's max special attack Venusaur? Because that's doing a lot of damage.
It is, and I don't remember what Mega Bro's stat is, but it's too late for that anyway.
Yeah.
He is gone. Slowbro
This
has
is
left the building.
if this is Sash, I guess there's a chance.
Yeah, but still, the thick fat is just gonna make this
Yeah.
bounce off.
Sash into Shell Smash into lots of chip, and then I guess you want a Hurricane
Yeah,
to break through, maybe get a confusion.
I mean, if you're going into a grass team, you could have other ice moves beside Icicle Spear. You could maybe hope for a Icicle Crash flinch if
Yeah.
I think it gets Crash. And just nobody ever uses it, but
You kind of have
I'm
to
al-
at this stage.
I'm always thinking of the way out in these situations. What can he do?
Yeah. This is looking pretty dire, and
Oh,
that
he
is
just
doing 8%.
just throws off the move, just get thumb chip, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad because you can
Yeah,
try and get the Hurricane afterwards. Oh, but there's
the
no
Giga
chip.
Drain back.
Yeah, there's no chip there.
And this is why my boy Venusaur, love him. He he just takes everything.
Yeah, and the Hurricane misses as
Oh, that's
well.
rough.
Insult to injury. Well, Nick needed this win, big time, because he's been off to quite the slow start.
Yeah, a little bit of
Been trying
Reggie
to-
Gigas action with his
Yeah,
slow start he's had, but what do they
yeah,
call it when he's warming up or something?
yeah. Um, yeah. So you and Nick, I think, are both in a very similar boat to how you started the season. You've had some tougher matchups than Nick has,
Yeah, I've
like
definitely
overall.
had a couple of tough ones, but hey, we persist.
Yeah.
We shall keep on going. It's the
If there's
SBL. There's many weeks to come.
if there's two people outside of myself who I'd say it doesn't really matter if they start slow, it's going to be you and Nick. I
Well,
think there's a
I
lot of
hope you're
time.
right in that fact, because
There's a lot of time.
Rock is interesting.
It's hard to use. Um, yeah. Hayden saying he went too fancy. Think so as
Hmm.
well. I wouldn't disagree. Mega Venusaur is probably Grass's best mon just because of thick
Oh
fat.
yeah,
Because it has so many weaknesses and it's just so
yeah,
easy
and
to
to just get
exploit.
rid of two of the five weaknesses of grass, and I mean, this thing only ends up with two because of your poison typing as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And
it's yeah,
flying and is it just flying?
it's flying and psychic, but
Psychic, yeah. But like
steel
for
steel can kind
Grass's
of
weaknesses.
neutralize those, and the electric as well with his Hisuian electrode he had in the back. That would have taken those hits neutrally as well. So
Yeah. Um yeah, it's just so good because you literally it's only flying and that's not a very common typing for coverage moves. It's like maybe something as acrobatics, but then you
yeah,
have to work around removing an item and stuff.
even the kilowatt rule being there, you got to hit those hurricanes. Unfortunately, he could not. So
Yeah, that's unlucky.
ah, it happens.
Well, that's another 6-0 for us this week.
It started off with a lot of close matches, and then by this week we've seen a couple of blowouts. But
Yeah,
yeah,
the other ones on commentary were a bit closer, and we can speak from personal experience there.
yeah, no spoilers. I forget what order the matches are all going in, but hey, enjoy that one.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was good, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, see you.
An amazingly close 1-0 victory to the Stealth Squadron, but a dominant win for the Fishiest Fiends with a 6-0. Maybe finally turning his luck around with the grass pick. That's all from this video. I'll have all the stats and info to follow in the second video this week, so I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later in the week.